As motorcycle riders, our safety is our responsibility. So today, what I'm going to be showing you is a pattern that I look for when I'm riding my motorcycle. This way, I do not T-bone another vehicle. Intersections are dangerous, and so are other cars. So I'm going to show you something that you can use next time you're out riding. Good job, Mickey Bays Reyes. All right, so we're side of the vehicles already. You can already see them merging areas. Same concept. Oh, Mickey, come on, man. Oh. Need to swerve or brake. Horns don't do anything. Not in emergencies, they don't. Not in emergencies, they don't. In terms of providing you safety.
Don't move, don't move. Don't move, don't move. Don't move. Lay down, lay down, lay down.
I'm good. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm good.
Yes, she did. I saw. Yeah, she put right
down. All right, so we're coming through an intersection. We should be in orange stage right now. Orange stage right there. Make sure you hit that like button to sign in for today's class so you get credit for today's class and it helps out the channel. But we should be in orange stage going through an intersection already. And then we're going to see right here, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. That means people are merging with us. Now, we can move to the other lane or maintain this lane because they're supposed to go into the first available lane, right? I don't really trust it too much. So even if I don't want to switch to this lane right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here to maybe like right here, lane position 1, closer to this little line right here. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. That way I'm adapting to a potential hazard. Remember, plan your ride, position for safety. Right now I'm kind of doing that. And then also locate a hazard, boom, locate it. Let's go ahead and adapt to it before it even becomes a hazard by moving over. I don't want to wait until the last second to navigate a threat and have to do emergency braking or an emergency swerve. So right here, we're getting closer, getting closer. This person is not paying attention. And he's going across the other line right here. His nose is pointed towards my lane. I don't like you. I'm going to swerve into this lane, or I'm going to apply some brake pressure right now. The horn isn't going to do anything. So let's go ahead and go through the thought process. Let's say the horn was something that you're supposed to do in terms of an emergency move. Okay, so the product, the end result of using the horn is that this person is going to do what? Speed up, haul ass, or swerve back in their lane? Okay, cool. That's if they hear you. They might not hear you. So what can you do instead? How about we get into another lane? Does that depend on them hearing us? Does that depend on them at all? Us moving to their lane? No, it depends on you only and your skills. But that is going to save you versus being reliant on them hearing us with our horn. So if the end result is to get them to speed up or get back in their lane, that's great. I hope it works. But it doesn't work all the time. What's going to work most of the time? You doing what you are trained to do and getting yourself out of that situation. That is why I don't like the horn or rev bombing in an emergency situation. Get yourself out. Just get yourself out. So we hit 46 miles an hour into the back of a vehicle. Very, very, very painful. Even with full gear. Let's take a quick look at mechanism of injury on this one. We're going to be sliding across the tank and hitting our genitalia and our hips on the handlebars. What type of protective equipment do we have, even with motorcycle equipment, that is going to protect your genitalia and your hip? And maybe even your upper femur? Nothing. There's nothing that can prevent that other than an airbag in the gas tank, which actually I believe Honda Goldwings have now. But nothing's going to protect you there. You only have protection elbows, wrists, your shoulders, your hands, helmet, knees, maybe the sides of your hips, and then your feet. You're not going to be able to protect the front part of your hips or your femurs. So this is not going to help you out. This is going to be very painful. So this is one of those situations where I just need you guys to swerve. Please just swerve. Get yourself out of there.
Part of being a smart rider is knowing how to plan your ride. Always remember to position yourself for safety, locate hazards, adapt to those hazards, and if it becomes a threat, learn how to navigate them through a red stage maneuver like an emergency swerve or emergency braking.
All right, so we're going to be watching this. There's the side of the vehicle right there. Watch out for this side of the vehicle. Good swerve and braking to buy yourself some time. Good job, Doom Slice 96. Remember, these were all sent in to me by you guys. So if you want to submit your own videos, please do so. All right, so right here, what we're doing is we're obviously just riding. Now we're getting in towards an intersection way up here. So that's going to make you go into orange stage. If you don't remember what orange stage is, guys, come on now, look at the walls. But here's the thing, we're traveling, we have good positioning, we're in the middle of the lane. That means we can escape left or right. We got a nice bike lane to the right. We can escape into the middle, turn area right here if we had to, but it's an intersection. So we're going to be very aware that there's an issue. Now, that right there is going to let you know, let's go ahead and get me a little bit bigger. That right there is going to let you know there's a possible path of travel violation with any vehicles, okay? It's pretty simple. You understand all that stuff, but here's the thing. It took your line of sight away. So right now you can't see past that vehicle. So since you can't see past that vehicle, let's go ahead and roll off the throttle until we can see past that vehicle, and then we can accelerate a little bit more, okay? So don't just go because you assume it's clear, okay? So it's like a blind turn. Because now we have this dum-dum, and I'm going to say dum-dum. It's fun to say that sometimes. But we have this person going because their path of travel, I'm sorry, not their path of travel, their line of sight was also blocked, which means that they didn't see us. Now, that can be an issue because, well, they're going to pull out in front of us if they don't see us. On top of the inattentional blindness, motion-induced blindness, all those things. We don't know why it didn't see us, but I'm assuming this is why. So if my line of sight is blocked, I'm assuming other people's are blocked for me. So I'm going to go ahead and be prepared for this. So right here, boom, good. Look at it, right away. He's going to go ahead and get the clutch in, and he's reaching for his right hand for the front brake. Now that's going to slow him down. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop in time, but here's the thing. You still want to slow down because that's going to buy you some options. It's going to increase the amount of time you're going to get closer to them because you're slowing down. That's going to allow you to make different choices later on. So here he is. He's going to be applying the horn. It's not going to help too much because you definitely don't want them to stop right now. So they're going to keep going. Now, what do we do? We're kind of blocked off to the right. We have good to the left. Hopefully, we can slow down and stop. And then right here, okay, he found the escape path. He found a route. He's going to take it. So great job, Doom Slice. This is all you could really do. Thankfully, you got yourself out of that situation. You never went into brown stage. You made sure you stayed in red stage during this red stage maneuver. So you're navigating the threat. And you knew ahead of time that you could have used that shoulder. So good job on that. And he got around it. See how crazy and quick that could be? So what you really need to do is that when you get into this situation, you want to be already prepped for things like this. You want to be prepped for it. So when you see an intersection or you see anybody pull in front of you like that, okay, boom. We're not just leisurely riding anymore. Right now, we're just kind of, something is happening. Go into orange stage, roll up the throttle, kind of wait a little bit, see what's happening. And then when you see this, definitely, okay, how good is your braking skills? How good is your swerving skills? Make sure you practice those things so you know what you're able to do and what your bike's able to do. Slow down enough to buy him that opportunity to swerve out of the way. So don't think you have to stop or you have to swerve. You can do both, okay? Moving on. Great swerve, Doom Slice. You saved yourself. All right, so fresh smoothie. Here we go. Going into an area. He's going slow. Good. A little bump. Handled it very well. Keep on moving. Good. All right, rev it under a bridge. Side of the vehicle right there. Side of the vehicle. Oh, dumb, smart vehicle. Good swerve. Felt like that was the best solution. Handled it well. That person was dumb. I want to go ahead and pay attention to the fact that he's not hauling ass. He's being a courteous defensive rider. Went over a bump, recognized there was a bump, probably lifted his butt up a little bit. So now we're going to go under the bridge. I would do a little rev bomb, have a little fun, make that noise. But then we see that side of the vehicle right there. Side of the vehicle. It's not very good. Okay, that means that there's an intersection, possible path of travel violation, orange stage. This person decided to peek out and look at our handlebars are already turned. So the moment he perceived it, he reacted. He did something. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to stop in this amount of time at this speed, even though he's not hauling ass. Now, you might be able to slow down enough to allow that person in, but you never know either. So the one thing he does know is that he can go into this lane and there's nobody here, so it's safe to do so, and then get back into his lane with a swerve. Very good, very good. And Jonathan Turner, this happens a lot. And that's the thing is I don't want you crashing because it happens a lot. I want this to be a non-issue and you're able to solve it with the skills you have, not with the skills these drivers have. So thank you for that comment. Appreciate it. Woo-wee. Nice little honk to get on the way. Now he's not going to stop and flip him off, is he? No, he's just going to go on with his day. Now remember, this is all clips from the live stream that we have every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on this channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and at the same time, click this video or this video, and keep watching.